Hi, Josh, we're live.
Afternoon, good afternoon.
Hello, hello.
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
sweetheart.
Miss Julie get seated, and then we'll go ahead and start. If Missy calls in, then we're good to go.
Okay.
Missy's not called in quite yet, Josh, but we have
Oh.
three.
3 plus Josh.
Oh, plus you.
All right. Well, we got enough, so let's.
Beautiful.
All right. So we'll go ahead and start. Everyone, go ahead and start silence your cell phones. I'm gonna go ahead and start the meeting. I have 4:32 p.m. If everyone would stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. And someone there should probably start it because I know there's a delay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Roll call of members.
Chairman Phillips? Chairman
Present.
Phillips? Vice Chair Gilbert? Absent.
Present.
Member Vadrine? Absent. Member Castillo?
Here.
Member Thorne?
Here.
Member Olson?
Here.
All right. Director's report.
Hi, all. So September, we got a little busier. We ended up with over 2,000 congregate meals. You guys have the report. I'm just going to quickly go over it. Over 2,000 home delivered meals. We lost our Mandy Lopresti. That was a real hit to us. She moved on and accepted a position with La Paz Regional. We're looking currently for a replacement for the community health outreach coordinator, which won't completely, like it's not replacing Mandy's position. It's just a part of her position. So, but it is a full-time job. We had a new home delivery meals coordinator start with us. Her name's Rayanne. She comes with a background in caregiving in the assisted living setting, and we've already gotten just lots of great compliments and calls about her. So we're really pleased. Gosh, our volunteers are great. We've kind of ramped up a little. We've got a few more. We tend to drop in the summertime on the volunteers by a few, and then as things cool down, we end up with more. We continued all of our normal classes through the summer, even through that slow time, with pretty good attendance. September, we've seen like our meal numbers, we've seen them start to kind of creep up. Let's see, we had 7 medical transports. We're still working with the VFW out in Baus to try to work on the transportation of their people to the veterans clinics. So that hasn't completely started yet. Our Havasu Dementia Connection, we still have that monthly memory cafe that's hosted at Mount Olive Lutheran Church, and that's the 4th Thursday of the month, and we're trying very, very hard to get loved ones, families of dementia patients to participate in that. So we're able to transport them up there. It's just trying to get to them, and that's been a challenge. AA meetings have gone on. Buckskin Fire Department comes once a month. Bingo and Bunko goes on. That Social Security Administration has I mean, we're like a month out on that. So
Crazy.
yeah, like you can't even get an appointment at this point until November. So and they're doing two days a month now. They started with the 1 and now they're up to 2 days a month. Veteran Support Services we have counseling in there, and we have U.S. Department of Veterans Health Services there. They're getting ready to come in. So we're signing an agreement with them. And once that happens, we're hoping in November that they can start coming in once a month. They'll handhold people in helping them to sign up for services, for veterans benefits. And then we have another gal that comes in that's from local veteran services in Havasu, and she offers like resources and tools and things. We had our blood drive on the 12th. We had more than 40 donors. It was busy. We had our food for thought. We had 12 participants. That was the highest amount of participants we've had on that. And we just have a great relationship with the U of A SNAP Ed coordinator in making that program really amazing. And then updates, we have our annual senior fall prevention fair, Tammy. It's tomorrow. And we have, Tammy fell and hurt herself. So that's why I'm pointing Tammy out. So it's from 10 to 12. It's at the center, and we have more than a dozen organizations that will be there to really talk about the extent of falls and how it affects our seniors and ways to prevent that. And it's not just the seniors that are falling, it's Tammy and I too. So that's tomorrow. Also tomorrow, let me back up. We had our first takeout night, September 12th. We did the barbecue night. We had a huge support from you all for volunteering. My staff came in. We kind of flexed time. It worked out really, really well. It was seamless, really. We were able to profit $845, all to senior foods. So easy. I mean, it was some prep, food work, and it was going in there, and we kind of busted around for a couple hours. We sold every bit of food we had and could have sold more. So we decided, the events and activities group, that we were going to throw one more night in. So we did. We talked to you all about that last month. So it's tomorrow night. We're going to do our pozole, our second takeout night. We're selling pozole, Spanish rice, chips, all the stuff to go on the pozole for $12. And we're going to have enough for like 200. So we're excited about that. We've begun to plan our dinner and dance fundraising event at the center. That's going to take place Saturday, October 26th. And we'll talk more about that when we get to activities. And then our next board meetings is the last things I have. So we had a good, busy month. Sad things and good things.
Okay, is there any questions for the director? Okay, being none, let's go ahead and move on to old business, fundraising events.
Okay, so I kind of talked about the food. Our fundraising event members that are a part of that group, Julie, Josh, and Missy, we met yesterday, and we were able to kind of dial in. Well, we talked about our tomorrow night, but that was pretty set. But we talked a lot about the Fiesta Dia de los Muertos.
A correction,
should have brought the
we
banner.
met today, this morning.
Today.
You said yesterday? No?
We met this morning. Yeah.
Yeah. but
I might have
you-
said the wrong thing. Yeah. We met today,
Yeah,
this morning. So this is our event flyer. We have banners, flyers ready, and the tickets. My printer died today,
Oof.
so it died the death. I don't know. So I have some really cool tickets. These are extra large. I've got to size them down and print them. But we're doing our own tickets to save a little money. So far,
What's the date on that one?
that is October 26th. And I have flyers here for you guys, each of you, that I can give. Let me just pass those out really quick. $20 a ticket, $35 a couple. We decided to bring down the price on the tables. So when we kind of added up the table cost, so we sold tables last year, and when we added up that table cost, thank you, Cindy. $20 times 7 chairs. What does it come to you guys? It's so late in the day for me. $140?
140.
Is that it? Okay, so we were charging $300 for a table, and we thought, that's kind of high. So we've dropped it down to 250 was what we decided. That's what I came up with, Julie. We were talking today, trying to figure out what we had decided the last meeting. So, 250, we normally sell 6 of those tables. They get a front and center table. It's a write-off for them, for the business. Last year we had, I guess should I name them? Sure. Okay, so last year we had EWS, Environmental Waste Solutions. We had Beaver Insurance. We had Torres Farms. We had Gory Realty. I don't know whether Q Mountain was last year or the year before. I'm kind of lost on that one. We had Q Mountain Drilling one year. We did not have Daniel Beavers. We did not have the church at the funeral parlor home. I'm trying to think of who the other tables were. But Tammy and I have kind of discussed, you know, our little hit list. So she's going to help me. We're going to divide and conquer.
Yeah, I have some extra people we could put on the hit list if we need to.
Yeah.
So please
So
call
how
me.
many tables are you doing?
So there's 6 tables.
That's it?
Well, there's lots of tables, but we're only doing, if we focus on 6 for businesses.
So the whole, all the business people.
How many other tables are there? How many can we seat?
So if we have 18 tables times 7, does anybody have a calculator on them? 18 times 7? I think it's-
86, I think.
Okay.
126.
126. That sounds about
18
right.
times 7?
Yeah, so
18 times 7.
Yeah,
18 times
126.
7.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
The
to carry
5, drop the 3.
And we can add some more tables. So if we're really selling tickets, we can add tables around the dance floor. I mean, there's that whole other area that we can add tables to. We're gonna have the bar back there. Josh has secured the bar. The VFW is gonna do that. So we'll have cocktails. So anyways, these tables, Tammy and I talked, we'll divide and conquer. We'll get the tables sold.
Yes, we will.
Should be easy.
Should be easy.
That's like a surefire way to sell tickets. It's amazing. And then just having you guys all jump in and help. And then we'll have the Parker Senior Committee Corp sell tickets. They're always good. There's a handful of them that will sell tickets. And then, you know, we should be fine. So tomorrow's the Senior Center Corp meeting. Josh is gonna go. He said that he'd be there for that. I have the fall fair that's I have to do that now because Mandy's gone. So I'm gonna go and just be at that meeting first thing, and then I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna give them what they need and then kind of run. But I did have conversation with Yoli Holt and Carrie Norris about donating, basically, giving some of their funds to support this fundraiser.
To the food portion of the center.
I think it could go back into the whole thing. So I'm gonna ask for the whole tamale.
Senior support
So it,
or community center support?
yeah, so they go after different grants. I don't know what they'll pull it out of, but they have in the past had money that John, their grant writer, has gone after that supports events and activities. So I believe they have some money to do that, and I'm gonna ask for that. So $800 for food. That's a $5 a plate cost for us. And I did it 200 tickets if we sold 200 tickets.
I want to tell you, I think you've done a great job on the food cost because it doesn't get much cheaper than $5.
Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna have tacos. They'll have a choice between 2 tacos, chicken or beef. They'll get 2 soft tacos or a big old tostada. And they'll get rice and beans. And I'll have some kind of, I think either a tropical fruit, some kind of fruit with it, maybe melon. And then churros. We're gonna do the little itty bitty churros for dessert. So something kind of simple. We have banners came in at, and I should have brought one. The banners turned out beautiful. So they look just like this, but they don't have all of the details on it. It's just with a banner, you just want the big stuff on it. They're long. They're not huge. They're about I think they're 3x5 or 3x4. We're gonna put one at the splash pad on the fence. We're gonna put one at Western Park. And we're gonna put one at the town sign where you come into town. I'm waiting on a yes that we've been, we put in, so you have to put in for that banner to be placed, and I haven't gotten an okay to hang them yet. But I asked to hang them last week, so we gotta figure that out, figure out where that's at. Decorations came in at $352. And then the mariachi entertainment at $400, so that's $1,778. And if the committee pays for this, like they did a couple of years ago, they paid for the first one we did, everything was gravy for us. So we could have the potential of clearing everything we make on this event. So that's what we're gonna go for. That's all I have on the event at this point. Do you have anything, Julie or Josh, to add?
No, I think it's gonna, I think this is our third or fourth one we've done,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's gonna go off pretty smoothly.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be fun, for sure. We just have to sell the tickets, that's it. We have to sell the tickets. The food stuff seems to be pretty easy for us, so that part of things is great. And then we're just gonna really need some help with decorating, and then some event help. I think when we talk about volunteering at an event like this, there's room to have fun as well. So get in free, come and help us, and then have fun.
Yeah, and the decorating will be Friday, right?
And the decorating will go on Friday.
At 1 o'clock after you kind of close down
Yes.
from
Yes.
1 to
Thank you. Yes.
5.
1 to, I think we should be done decorating by, let's say, if we start at 1, we should be done by 3.
2
Easy.
hours.
And the
Okay.
more that
And
come in
that's
and
the
help,
20
the easier.
The 25th, right?
This should be pretty easy to decorate for.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So I think at this point, let me just ask you all to get with me and say, hey, Leanne, I'm in on helping with this event and this is what I can do. And if I don't hear from you, I'm gonna call you and ask, so. Just to make sure, if you're out of town, you're out of town. But the more of us that can help, the better. And remember, if I have to call my peeps in, if we have to get staff in to do this, it costs us. So that comes out of our money. And I figure we'll have to have some staff. I mean, it's just how it is. And that's okay, but I don't want to have all 10 of them there. So.
Is there any other questions for the fundraising events? All right, moving on to veterans programs. Leon's already kind of touched on it. We have a couple groups coming down. They're going to start doing veteran services for the vets there at the senior center. I actually spoke to Diane Main. She's the lady out of the Arizona Department of Veteran Services. She's got the paperwork to Leanne, and we just kind of got to wait for the agreement between Leanne, the town, and her to get signed so they can come in and offer those services. And then next big thing would be the Veterans Day event, which we'll probably start planning here in the next couple weeks and doing the ceremony like we do every year over there at the senior center.
Awesome.
Subcommittee activities. Do we have any conversation on that?
I just would like to say that as a member of the committee that met this morning, I think we are doing very well and everything's going smoothly. And I think Leanne shared most of the things that we have decided upon and agreeing and asking for help, and everything seems to be going okay.
Thank you, Julie.
Okay, thank you. The wish list, Leanne, I'm sure your wish list hasn't changed.
No.
We will obviously we'll have a conversation with that other organization tomorrow. if there are any questions on the wish list or anything like that. And if anyone wants to come to that meeting tomorrow, with the other committee, I believe it's at 9:30 at the Elks, if anyone wants to join.
9:15.
9:15, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sponsorship opportunities, Tammy?
Nothing to report.
Okay. Promotion and outreach.
Nothing to report at this point, except for I could probably use some help with flyers, with getting flyers for the Fiesta Dia de los Muertos out.
We have our first official meeting October 9 at 4:30
Mhm,
at your community center.
mhm. Yeah. So we'll be
Okay.
meeting. We'll be meeting and getting things going
Okay,
for sure.
all right.
So I
Okay.
mean, promotion and outreach, I guess, I think the big thing for that at this point, Josh, would just be like, if we could get all hands on deck to get these out, in the community, that would be fantastic. So I'll do my job
Yeah.
at getting it on social media. But I lost my promotion person. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's rough when I'm at the center for 8 hours to try to get these out, too. It's rough. So I can print all you want. Just come by to the
Well, I think-
center, pick these up and pick tickets up to sell.
All right. I think everyone on this committee definitely needs to go in and grab some flyers. If you're social media adept, then obviously share it.
Okay.
Okay. If there's nothing else, new business, I have filling the vacant seat. I believe we have one application in, if I'm not mistaken on that.
So, the application just came in today, Josh. So it did not get on the agenda, but Miss Cindy PA is sitting here with us. She's in the audience and she's listening and deciding whether she wants to really be a part of this or not. I think she's, but she's applied.
Silent clap.
She has applied. So her application will be on next agenda.
Okay, perfect. And thank you for joining us, ma'am. I'm sorry I can't see you from my point of view.
Nice to hear you.
Moving on, approval, discussion action, approve the WACOG grant.
Approved to refresh me on this, Josh.
It's an action item I'm looking at. I'm looking at the same program. I don't remember this one actually.
believe it should be on here.
Okay, so yeah, so that's crazy. Okay, so the WACOG grant application. So we have a 5-year application with WACOG to provide our nutrition program, both at the center and for home delivered. So that's the
Okay.
Meals on Wheels and the congregate meal. That application goes before council, the next council meeting, so on the 15th. And I don't know, I think it just got on here on accident. You guys are for sure going to
Okay.
approve that, but big council, the main council
Yeah.
needs to approve that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, we'll just go ahead and wait for that to happen.
perfect.
Then the last one is approve or deny the meeting minutes of September 4th. Is there anyone that needs to abstain from that? I think everyone that's here was at that meeting as well. Is there any discussion on those meeting minutes? They're in front of you, I believe.
Hmm.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for September 14th, 2024 meeting.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. Do I have any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes. Moving on, future topics. Does anyone have any future topics they'd like to discuss?
Go ahead. Is there something I'm missing? Okay.
Not at this time, apparently.
All right, if nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and adjourn.
Oh, wait.
sorry, I won't
Julie,
say it.
Julie
yeah.
has a future topic.
Yes,
I think.
in the future, we would like to help with the Thanksgiving. So therefore,
sure.
yeah, but we have to get clearance cards to handle food.
Yeah,
And so I was wondering if we were going to schedule somebody to come in and, or do you want us to take care of it so we can get cards
so we
to
can
handle food?
Yeah, so we can do this two ways. So the dates. Let me see. Oh gosh, let me check my phone. Okay, so the dates for the November. It's the Thanksgiving meal. Let me just give you guys these dates. The 25th, Monday the 25th, we'll be doing our Thanksgiving meal. We usually start that like a half hour before normal lunch hour, so 11. We'd have you come in maybe like 10:30, 10:45. And then for December's a little strange. Okay, so because we have our elder tree program, all this stuff going on around the holiday, we decided to do it December 16th. So that's on a Monday as well. Same time, same place. You do have to help serve food. Now, if you're doing money and greeting people, you don't have to have it. But to actually handle the food, or like Kimmy helping with packaging food, we really do need to have you have a food handler's card. There's two ways to do it. You can go to the health department. It's a volunteer card. It's at no cost, so they will do it for free. But I love to have Jen Aspa come in and do it in person. She is absolutely incredible. It's just so much better to do that in person and to learn than just kind of going through a video and filling out the ABCD. To me, she does it all. You don't even have to take a test. She just quizzes you. She does it all in person. It's fun. So if you would like to do that, I'll set it up. I just need to know, some of you need it after work hours. 4:30 is fine for me. Okay. So anytime.
Can you reach out to Mrs. Aspen and ask her what time she could do it for anyone that needs the food handler's card? And correct me if I'm wrong. Also, if you have the tribal food handler's card that you can do online, it's the same thing.
So if you have the tribal food handler's card, I believe, Josh, you still have to have ours. Now, she may look at that tribal card and sign off, like just write you a card. I think that's how she does that, but you still have to have a county card. I mean, I might be wrong on
you
that.
do have to. Oh, okay. Sorry, the last time we did it. That was it. It could have changed. I don't handle food that often, so
Yeah.
obviously maybe asking.
I might be mistaken, but I do know for like ServSafe. So if you have a ServSafe, you just show that to her and she'll just fill out. You still have to have our county card. So I think she might just look at the card that you have that you've from another place, and she might just give you a card. But I will ask her about that and make sure. And then I'll let you all know when I have it scheduled, and it will be at the center. She'll just come in and do it. And then if somebody can't make it, then you'll have to just go on your own. So after 4:30 any day? Sir.
Yeah, I think that suits
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I will set that up. Perfect.
4:30.
Is there
Perfect.
anything else? Being nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and close this meeting at 5:01. And my phone's overheating, so if they could tell what the next meeting is, I'd really appreciate it.
The next meeting will be held on Monday, or November 6th at 4:30.
Okay, thank you very much for everyone attending, and I appreciate